It doesn't matter what you want to achieve in life, you need to be consistent. If you want to get back in shape and lose the additional fat on your body, you need to stick to a healthy diet plan and be consistent with exercise. If you want to build a successful YouTube channel, you need to be consistent with publishing your videos. And if you want to be a successful blogger or a writer, you need to be consistent with the writing, because that's how success is created. You see, hitting the gym for 5 hours straight will not make you fit. But if you exercise for 30 minutes every day and you do it for years, you will become fit. It is not about the intensity, it is about the consistency. I've been a blogger and a YouTuber for a while now, and I've been quite consistent with my publishing schedule. When I look at my blog, I notice I have been publishing at least 2 new articles every week for years. And today, the blog has over 600 articles and is getting about 1,000 visits per day. So what do I do to keep my consistency? That's exactly what I would like to share with you in this video. So this is what I do to stay consistent. Number 1, focus on the process. It's great to have goals. They are important. But when it comes to taking action every day, you should focus on the process, not the goals. Let me give you an example. Let's say you want to grow a YouTube channel. So you set a goal such as to get 10,000 YouTube subscribers in a year, which is a common goal among most YouTubers. Now, there's nothing wrong with the goal. The problem comes when you publish videos to your YouTube channel but are not getting the results you expected. Imagine you work on publishing 2 videos a week. After a month of hard work, you have published 8 videos, and your channel isn't growing at all. Only 100 people subscribe to your channel. Remember, your goal is to get 10,000 subscribers in a year, which means you need to get about 1,000 subscribers in a month. But now you are only getting 100 subscribers, which is far from what you expected. How do you feel? Not good, right? This is when most people lose their motivation and start to give up. When they don't get the results they want, they feel dejected and they lose hope. And that's because they focus on the goal. Now, what if you don't care about the goal of getting 10,000 subscribers? You only focus on creating videos. You focus on making progress. So each week, you publish 2 videos. Some videos are doing so good, but most videos are just doing so-so. But you don't care. You are happy because you keep making progress. You even feel great because you are consistently creating content and your channel is slowly growing, slowly but surely. Can you see the difference now? When I first started my blog, that was what I did too. I focused on making the progress. I don't care about the traffic to my blog. I just want to publish 2 articles per week. And a few years later, look at where I am now. So if you want to be consistent, the first thing you need to do is to focus on progress, not goals. Goals are great, but to be consistent and to get results, you must focus on progress. Number 2, to help you stick to your plan or your goal, you must practice the reverse gap thinking. Allow me to explain. I once read an article about the reverse gap thinking, and this was how Dan Sullivan, the strategic coach, puts it. The way to measure your progress is backward against where you started, not against your ideal. We have been trained and hardwired to believe that once we reach our goals, we will be successful. We tell ourselves, once I achieve financial independence, then I will feel happy. Or, once I lost the additional fat and got back in shape, I will have the confidence. Do you see the problem here? We are setting a condition for us to feel happy and successful. There is a gap between where we are and what we want. And we are pegging our happiness to the future gap that we created with our goals. We tell ourselves, once we achieve our goals, we will be happy. And that is not a great way to live. And this type of thinking will not help you to be consistent with what you do. And therefore, you want to practice the reverse gap thinking. Rather than constantly focusing on your future, remind yourself regularly of where you were 2 years ago. What did your life look like? What was your career like? How were you? And when you think about that, celebrate how far you have come in the last 2 years. You need to train yourself to not only think about the future, but to also celebrate what you have accomplished in the past. You don't want to just focus on the future gap. You want to also focus on the reverse gap. Think about what you have done and what you have accomplished, and remember all the progress that you made. And then feel good about them. Just like Oprah Winfrey once said, the more you praise and celebrate your life, the more there is in life to celebrate. So, focus on the reverse gap and feel good about all the progress you have made. The more you feel good, the more likely you are going to stick to your plan and be consistent with what you do. And number 3, if you want to stay consistent, you must keep the fire burning. What I mean is that every day you must do something related to your goal or things that will inspire you. You cannot create a video and publish it this week and then take 2 weeks off and start creating the video again on week 3. Why? Because if you do that, you will kill the momentum. You want to keep your momentum strong and keep the fire burning. You can read books to stay motivated. You can watch videos that are related to what you do and keep you inspired. You can talk to a friend about what you do so that you can keep the goal on top of your mind. No matter what it is that you want to achieve, whether you want to get fit through exercising, to build a successful blog, or to build a YouTube channel, or to become a great basketball player, the key is maintaining your momentum. You want to keep the fire burning by doing something every day. And that's what I do. Although I only publish twice a week on my blog, I read, learn, and do things that are related to blogging. When I'm not blogging, I read other blogs and leave comment on them. I work on social media like Facebook. I also publish videos on YouTube like this one. See, I make sure I do something every day to keep my fire burning. And that's how I stay consistent with what I do. You should do the same. Even if you don't exercise every day, you must always keep the goal in your head. That's how you can maintain your momentum and make sure you are consistent with what you do. And these are the 3 keys to how I stay consistent with what I do in my life. First, I focus on progress, not goals. Second, I practice the reverse gap thinking and feel good about all my wins and progress. And third, I keep my fire burning by doing something every day. I hope what you learned here can help you stick to your plan, achieve your goals, and be consistent throughout your journey. If you like this video, click the like button now. More importantly, subscribe to this channel. You will help this channel out so much more. And you will also receive future videos such as this one. And that's all for now. Thank you for watching.